Hello and welcome to a New Year's Eve edition with a special collaboration with my friend Catherine the Paint. Catherine the Paint and I met through the Artist Haven, and we've become fast friends. We chat just about every single day and have been for probably the last 2 months or so, and we decided to do a collaboration together. So we came to the conclusion that we were going to do a New Year's Eve collaboration, and post this on New Year's Eve. So Happy New Year, everybody! And the colors that we chose are classic New Year's Eve colors, gold and black. So the colors that I'm going to be using today are, which one's this one? This one's Color Passion Onyx Pearl. So it's a nice black with a little bit of shimmer to it. And then I will also be using, of course, I always have to use some Just Paint. This one is Sparkle Miners Gold. So it's a beautiful sparkle pigment. Lots of sparkle there. And then I'm also going to be using some glitter. So I have, this is just some Recollections from Michael's. Gold glitter with various shapes and sizes in there. There's chunky, medium, and all the way down to fine, all mixed together. And then I also have this black glitter that just came in some packages from the dollar store, but it's really, really pretty. I don't know if you can see it with my black gob behind it, but there we go. Just a fine black glitter. I'm not sure I'll put that in. I guess if I do, I'll put it in at the end of everything, and see how things go. But yeah, so sit back and enjoy. We decided to both do the same molds, the wine butler mold with the 2 geode coasters. At least I think that's what she's doing as well, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to figure out a way to separate these, this insertion point where the glasses go in to fit. If you have really fine stemmed glasses, which are usually, in my opinion, a higher quality glass, they fit. But if you're using a heavier glass with a heavier stem, they only go to about here, which is fine, but they don't rest and then nestle into these holder spots that are in there. So I did mention to Catherine that it's a good idea to figure out a way to get these to spread out a little bit as you pour the resin, and let them hold it open a little bit more, just so that you can use different types of glasses on there. So I have a little bit of schmutz on my mold, even though I cleaned these really well, so I thought. So I'm going to find something for this, and then also just tidy this up, these little specks that I have in here a little bit, and then I'll get started. And I'll put my mask on. So I might talk through, I might put music on, probably not. But anyway, we'll see you when I'm done pouring. Okay, so I have poured these, and so far I think they're looking really nice. From my angle, the gold mixed with the black is turning a little bit bronze, but they're a long way from done, so who knows what they'll look like when they're dry. Hopefully that'll be a little bit more gold. I had lots of resin. I had mixed up probably 12 ounces because I was also doing a top coat on another set of coasters. So I have these quite full, but there's still a tiny little bit of a lip there, which I like. So I'll go back and put just a clear top coat on them, maybe later tonight or first thing in the morning. But yeah, I just kept putting the gold and the black in, and all that pretty glitter is starting to float to the top, which is nice. And I did mix in that fine glitter, the fine black glitter, with just some clear resin in it. Like, I used quite a bit, so it looked like I was using black pigments, but it was actually just glitter. And it's virtually impossible to see, although I can see that it actually shows up a little bit darker than the pigments actually do, so that's kind of cool too. But I will show you the dried results, and make sure you go and check out Catherine the Paint and see what she did for our collaboration of gold and black New Year's wine, butler, and coasters. See you in a bit. Okay, time to take these coasters and the wine butler out of the molds. I did come back and put a clear top coat on everything, so they're quite full up to the brim there, which is good. I like that. I do like a nice sturdy coaster. And I think so far they're looking pretty good. I lost quite a bit of that gold pigment. You can see kind of a nice halo effect within the gold, or pardon me, within the black. But you have to look pretty close to see it. There's the back. You can actually see a little bit more of that gold pigment along here. Okay, the other coaster. They're just so dramatic looking. Oops, sorry for the light there, light reflection. It's winter here in Canada. It's not very light out. I like both sides actually. This one you can see the pigment in it a little bit better. All right, now for the wine butler. So when the first initial pour with the colored pigments in it was set, I went back and I just made myself a couple of these little shims that hold the mold apart. So it's going to have a much nicer opening in there. So for people that want to use, you know, if you have thicker stemmed glasses, you know, or even like brandy glasses, that kind of thing, you should be able to fit just about any kind of stem in there now. even be able to fit in a stemmed beer glass too, because they are quite wide now. So that's nice. I think that made a nice difference so that people can use different types of stems in there, and everything's going to fit. Yeah, come on. This one's really cool. I just kind of like the way the glitter went up to the ends on each side. I think that's really neat. Hold still, sorry. Can you see without it reflecting too bad? You can see some more of the pigment on this one. You can see the pigment throughout the whole piece. It's just very subtle, and you probably can't see it, you know, over the computer. But oh, that's kind of cool. I like how it's got I like that side. I like both sides. Well, I think they turned out really great. Double-sided set. I like double-sided ones so that people can decide, you know, which, switch it up, use this side one time and that side the other time. I'll have to decide whether I want to gild them. I don't think I will. You know, I'm kind of fussy about gilding. I don't like it that much. On the odd piece, I think it's required, but on most pieces, I don't think it's necessary. And as I look at these pigments, or at these coasters, I can see gold all along the edge, which is really kind of, I really like the way these pigments have effects right up to the edge of the coaster. And I don't want to go in and cover that up with gilding. I suppose I could make just the slightest, thinnest little piece of gold. Maybe what I'll do is try a little touch of gold on there, and if I don't like it, you can always remove gilding with like a soft cloth and some alcohol. Especially if you do it right away, it'll come off pretty easily. So maybe what I'll do is just draw a little bit on there, see if I like it, and if I do, I'll continue. If not, I'll take it off. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, so I went out with my Dremel. I do this outside because dust flies everywhere. And I took my Dremel, my power Dremel, to the edges just to get all the sharp lip off the sides. And then I go around and I kind of just do a quick touch on these sharp corners, because some of them are like, if you run your finger against them, they're kind of sharp. So I just take the edge of my Dremel and I just give it a quick zap. And I can go back. You see how it's, I don't know if you can see, but it's gone dull there now. What I do is I go with a really fine paintbrush and a little bit of polyacrylic. And I just give a swipe of the polyacrylic and it shines it right up. But I did do some gold leafing. Took a gold leaf pen just at an angle. I didn't do the sides. I just went kind of at like a 45-degree angle and just did the thinnest little line, and I love it. I love that it's just a little bit. I'm not going to do the sides, and I'm not going to do side B, because I think side B is perfectly fun without, and I think it's really nice with just the slightest gold leafing around the edge. So I'm using, what am I using here? This is a Krylon 18 karat gold leafing pen. I think I got it at Michael's. Or maybe I ordered it on Amazon. I can't remember. I've had it for a while. I don't use it very much. Like I said, leafing's I'm not a huge fan most of the time. But on these black and gold ones, yeah, I really like it. Just a little bit. Not the whole side. So I just go around at a little angle. You can see I had a few little micro bubbles there. That's my impatience and not using my heat gun enough to blast those bubbles. So there I stuck my finger in it and I smeared it. So what I can do is get a Q-tip and some, oops, sorry, alcohol. And hopefully I can do this without making a huge mess. Just take my Q-tip and clean that off. Now if I would quit sticking my fingers in it, I might be okay. All right, so anyway, thanks for hanging out, and I'll show you a final photo of what these look like with the sitting on the bottle with the glasses. I was going to do champagne and champagne glasses for New Year's, but I'm not a champagne drinker. But I do like my red wine. So I'll show you the setup with a bottle of wine and a pair of glasses, and I'll try to remember to show both sides because I think both sides are really pretty. All right, there you go. Thanks for hanging out. I will leave the link for Catherine the Paint. Her video, I know she's waiting impatiently for me to be done and get this posted, so I'll get that set up so it's on tonight, New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's, everybody. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening to me ramble. I hope you have a wonderful 2021, and we'll see you in the next video.